Hi, to all of you out there, fellow sisters and brothers of humanity. My name is June, and I'm a psychologist practicing in Melbourne, Australia. It was suggested to me that I should continue producing videos to uplift humanity in these times of loss and despair, and to do them shorter and with a sharper recording. So, here I am. In the first part of this series of videos about how to use a different take to overcome coronavirus without letting it destroy our spirits, I would like to address the questions facing humanity and us as a society, and how we can respond in this global pandemic of the coronavirus. In the desperation of the global pandemic, how do we cope? How do we still find hope and see the meaning in life? How do we have a will to go on when we are stripped of life and all its bare necessities, not knowing what tomorrow will bring? How about those who do not have enough food to feed their children? I believe, first and foremost, for those of us who don't have the virus, the first attitude we should all have is a gratitude that we are alive. Because in still being alive, we know we can fight for our existence and fight to provide for our children. However, some of us may think that, what's the point of being alive when disaster strikes us so bad? The point is, for every disaster that strikes us, there are very deep growing lessons for us in these difficult times. This is a time when we learn and we are reminded of the values of family love, simplicity, gratitude, patience, perseverance, and humility. In times of comfort, human beings do not grow much. We enjoy, we make a living, we do the normal things that buoys us to a state of normality despite the fact that normal life as we know it is already hard, trying, challenging, and unforgiving. However, like the famous saying, what doesn't break us makes us stronger. It is in dark times of the world such as this that the desperation of humanity brings out either the worst in us or the best in us. The hoarding that we have seen in selfish buying at supermarkets perhaps show us the animalistic side of human instinct when it comes to survival. However, we do not need to succumb to it. We are reasoning human beings that can practice discernment and hence leave that extra pack of pasta or rice for the next person. So yes, let's answer the question. How do I keep hope up when there is no hope? Well, I believe a good creative response to that is, we create hope and we try our best. What if our best is not good enough? What if our best does not sustain us? Then you go into survival mode. And in survival mode, you make sure that your spirits do not break. Spirit is defined as the inherent breath of our soul existence or our individual own existence in itself, for those who do not believe in the soul. So how do you not have the chain of life cut from you, from the inside, when you see no hope to continue? There's always hope. There's always a way. We don't determine the termination of existence. Life does. And as long as life permits us to live, we need to respect it and give it the best we have. And what if our spirits do break and we feel like giving up? We just rest for a bit and tell ourselves that the show must go on. We are not told to never rest. We can still rest. We can still take a break. We need to give permission to our minds and hearts to rest. We can do this by recentering ourselves through prayer, constructive reflection, meditation, exercise, or doing yoga at home following instructions from a clip found on the internet or an app. We can do something we like and enjoy, though we need to be more creative as the simple and importantly healthy activities need to be indoors. And then, after we are recharged, we go back to walk on the wheel of life once we have rested, have more energy, enjoyed ourselves, and have experienced fulfillment from a simple activity. Now let's recap the summary of the main points of this video presentation. To be grateful that we are alive to see, live, and fight for another day. The pandemic is a humbling experience that reminds us of values such as family love, simplicity, gratitude, patience, perseverance, and humility. We as human beings can reason, and hence we do not have to succumb to our selfish impulses of selfish buying. Hope is always there. There's always a way. Life is a gift and we need to respect it and give it our best. When we feel like giving up, we can take our time with self-rejuvenating activities such as exercise, meditation, yoga, constructive reflection, or prayer. I hope you've gotten something useful out of this video. Do feel free to share if you think some of your family or friends could benefit. In the next part of this series of video on how to cope with the coronavirus, we will talk about how do you cope with suffering and unemployment. See you then.